Welcome to this series where we are playing the Masperon star for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we went out and explored the planet, and in this part, what I want to do is come down here. We'll check out the abandoned base, and I'm guessing that we've got to go to this outpost. Just want to check here. I want to remove that one there. Remove that copper mine. Now, I'd like to say a big thank you for your comments and feedback. Sure, you guys give me a lot to think about. I had a couple of comments related to about the fact that why am I not making ingots from stone? And I'll be completely upfront. I've got a bit of a bias against doing this, which comes from Reforged Eden, because to make 10 ingots of copper in Reforged Eden, I think you've got something about 125 crushed stone, which is a lot to mine up just to get very little in return. And I have to admit, I didn't realize that with the vanilla game, you only need 15 crushed stone to get one ore. It's the same for all of them. And then one ore actually gives 2 ingots. So you actually need a lot less stone to make copper ingots or any other ingots. And the main focus was the fact that I kept saying I needed some copper. You can see what I've actually done is, well, we make 2 of those. What it would do is, we probably haven't got enough stone there. Oh, we made, okay. And still make 1 copper ore. Okay, so you actually get, so each one of these produces 2 ingots from 1 ore, which is still 10, but it just means you don't have to collect such a big pile. As I say, when Reforged Eden, you'd have to get 125, when now you've just got to get 15. So it does make sense, but what I did off camera is I went out and pulled out a copper mine, because copper's the one set of ingots that you've always got to keep. I mean, the iron and silicon and cobalt and all that, you can, once you get going, you don't need these ingots as such. But the problem with copper is the fact that you need the copper ingots to make the ammunition, and you can't kind of get away with it. So copper ingots is the one that you need lots of, but as I said, with the other resources, we show the ammunition here, we just need steel plates and nitrocellulose. In fact, the shotgun shells just need nitrocellulose. I think it's the projectile ammunitions, yeah, 8 steel plates. So it's the copper that's it's the copper that can be a bit of a problem. So yeah, so that is so it's just my bias from playing too much Reforged Eden. I think Star Salvage is very much the same as well, that you just need so much of it, so it kind of makes life a little bit difficult. Right, it's raining. Now, the other thing I want to talk about before we go out and about is if I come into here, I'm thinking about bringing in the Silver Shade Light, one to give us a ship that we can travel between the moons with, and also just to test out this new mechanism. You can see we got this bit here, but that won't be for this part. You can see we're probably going to need to get some more silicon and iron and carbon substrate to get this ship. Just so that now the Silver Shade is a bit dated now because it's got cargo boxes in, although despite the fact that it's got more capability. I'd like the Mark II, so if we could get some neodymium, that could make a difference. This is one of the reasons why I'm not rushing into getting building the Silver Shade Light, because we don't really need it at the moment. One thing I did find in the when I was at the end of the last part, I was down here. I actually found some copper, some neodymium. I think I also found some sathium as well. No, I have wrong one there. Just have a quick look. Yeah, I found some sathium ore as well. So there are some enough around there possibly to make the Silver Shade Light. Anyway, what we're going to do now is just going to jump onto the bike, and I'm going to fly down in the direction of the outpost, well, the abandoned. We're going to go to here first, I think. I'm just going to set this here because I don't want to ride into the lake. So what I'll do is I'll see you once we approach that new marker. Okay guys, welcome back. We haven't quite got to the new marker yet, but I just wanted to show you this as an example of what I said, because we're down in this area of the map. We can pick up this cobalt. So I think what we're going to do is just going to walk the final distance to the new marker, see if we can pick up any more other odds and ends. Oh, and I did get a comment. Someone was saying about why it's so accurate, and the key to killing these guys is you shoot at the head. Wait, die. Yeah, what you're aiming for is the head hitbox. If you can hit the head of creatures, what that means is that what that means is you get more bang for your buck. It's probably the best way to explain it, and that makes it more effective to kill. It's like when you're shooting at one of the horrors or something, what you want to do is aim for the upper chest, because what the shotgun will or rifle will recoil upwards slightly. So if you aim slightly below the head, especially with a shotgun, because you've got the scatter approach, and then that will go up and you could get a second shot. But the golden rule of this game is you always aim for the head, not any other part of the body, because if you can hit the other part of the body and you do very little damage, but if you can get headshots in, you're always going to kind of come forward very quickly. I can hear something coming up on me. Right, so we got the abandoned bunker there. I just want to I've got a little bit more copper, cobalt here. So just grab that. Yeah, so that's the key, getting good kills in this game. Headshots, headshots. If you encounter a drone, you always fire at the nose of the drone. Don't fire at the body, anything like that. You always, if you hit most drones, if you look very carefully, you'll see that there's like a little dot at the front of them. If that's your aiming point, if you hit that, you can actually do a lot more damage to the drones themselves. That's why, in some ways, even when you're in a ship fighting drones, you're far better off to be head on to them than actually attacking from the side or anything like that. I think we've probably run out of the. We're just going to go there. Yeah, so that's my top tip for accuracy. You don't have to aim then, because what you're doing is aiming at a general area, but your target area is always the head. So if you get in front, especially the big alien bug type things that you can actually get, what they call them, the spitting bugs. If you can get in front of them and aim straight for the head, you can take them down quite quickly. Also, the spitting bugs are, oops, okay, here we are. Yeah, the spitting bugs, they often shoot from the tail. So again, if you're in front of them, you get there. So this is the abandoned bunker. We're just going to just pick up. Not expecting, but the golden rule of this game is if you're gonna make things, come up very, very carefully. Now this isn't a Zirax base, so oh wow, okay, haha. We got wow, okay, okay. See, headshot, headshot. Ah, and of course the other technique you always want when you're fighting creatures is the ability to run backwards. See the point. You're aiming for the you're aiming for the upper chest head of creatures. What we got in here? Some alien plasma. Let's have a quick look. I don't really want to get too bogged down. We can come back and loot this later on. I don't know what's going to be up ahead once we start interacting with the. Well, and I'm kind of looking for anything that's exceptional, but the rest can just wait. Hydrogen. I mean, this is all good stuff, but I think I'll take the water just in case something gets me overheated. The energy matrices, it could be quite useful. I'm looking for not. Well, I'd like that. Projectile pistol, anti-radiation. The game will come back for. Okay. Now turrets. What you're aiming for is. damaging my armor. Oops. The other way to get turrets is to rush them like that and get underneath them. Once you're underneath them, you can do that. Super planet overview. Okay, thank you. Chainsaw. We'll take the chainsaw. And we've got a locker over here. Got Tales of Tash. Right, so that's damage private dice for fan, reconstruction information, buffered memory, partially successful. Should you read the existing data? 30 days ago, the obelisk suddenly lit up with invisible voices and started to speak out to us, repeating the same sentence over and over again. What does this mean? Nothing else has happened since then, but these voices are haunting me to sleep. I have a strange dream the other night in the dark room, the strange moving lights. They were almost humanoids, but is that what these are? Progenitor. The activity on the other artifacts as well. Sometimes they switch on and off. They might need to get some rest, and first and foremost, get out of here. Seems that the voices can be heard from around the moon, especially strong near to or inside the obelisk. Okay. Right. Well, we'll certainly take the food. Milk isn't going to be much use. What's the perish time on that? Is 98. We got one. I think what we'll do is you've got the lower perish time. What I've done is I've separated these salamis out, because if you stack them on top, what happens is the perish time averages out. So if you're making things like salami and you want the higher perish time, go that way. It's 205. I think we'll just go that way. Pump in anything else up here? We've got some. Oh, assault shotgun. Yeah. I'll take that. That gives us damage 53. Although, no, this is damage 100. Wow. Rate of fire faster. This gives us a bigger magazine, if I remember correctly. Actually, I think we'll keep that shotgun for the moment. Oops. Laser rifle. Yeah, we'll take that. This just gets out to the roof, I think. Oh no, got. Oh, we can get rid of the radiation. Okay. We've done that. We will come back for the loot. But as I said, I don't really want to. I think we can go down as well, I think. But I don't really want to. Oh, we got. Make sure. Yeah, I think somehow this goes back out that way. We will come back for that. I don't want to get too bogged down with this. What we got to do now is go to the outpost. I want to work on the main mission. So we're going to head straight for the outpost, because I'm just curious about what this mission actually is. Oh, what have we got here? Level 1, 123. Found a cage. No idea what that is. I'm not going to start checking those out in case they're tied with the main mission. And one of the problems is if you start getting things out of sequence, the game can get a little bit tetchy. So we're going to stick with what they've been told to do, which is we got to visit the outpost. Oh, this just doesn't feel right. Approaching in a Zirax outpost on a hover bike, purely in the open. It's probably going to be armed to the teeth. A new mission, Bad Wolf. To start the mission, talk to Captain Izikazents. You will find him in the upper level of the central tower. Okay. just go up the wall. Get rid of that. Oh, this POI brings back bad. There's a guy here, but he can't be so we've got to get into the central tower. There is an entrance here. I remember fighting my way into this POI. Oh, go away. Where is there isn't an entrance like a door? There is. As it goes without saying. Right, what have we got here? We've got a trader. Sell alien parts, meat. Oh, well, sell the meat just to get on the scoreboard for respect to the. I don't really want to. What was that? Okay. What else? Sorry, I didn't look at everything else. Spare parts, flamethrower, multi-boost. We can buy painkillers. We can sell technical. It's not a bad trader actually. Right. I think what I will do is another one of those that it doesn't spoil. Got to remember, I think the way up is here. Where's the door? There it is. Don't shoot me, please. It's got. I think there's. Here we are. Now, in previous missions, this is the floor. I think it's to do with a Talon mission, but I can't remember if it's reforged. Okay, who are you? Oh, here we are. Hello, sir. You are the trader we were waiting for, right? Please accept our apologies for not contacting you before landing, but both air traffic control and communications are down. Hope you do not have to search for our base too long. As agreed with your guild, we will take over the whole cargo. When our patrol returns, we can start unloading. While we wait, do you have any questions? What is the general situation? Seen the logo there somewhere before. I'm not sure. What's the name? What is the logo? Not really, but the sidings. Okay. That's just general information. How can I help? This is the one you probably do. Yes, indeed. We can use every hand we can get. The funny thing is that the crazy guy in the swamps is our commander, Ersarin. Come to think of it, I'd hate to get my fingers burned again negotiating on my own. So maybe you'd rather talk business with him. You can possibly find him somewhere in the base. Just look around the piles of animal cages. And please don't tell him I called him a weed, okay? Okay. So we got to find somebody else in the base. Right, let's just go down a level. That roaring noise is a little bit irritating. How do we get... Got to go down. Where's the... There it is. Hello. Right, we got to find somebody in the base. Near that mozzie flying around. I don't really want to kill a mozzie. It was that guy who was stood around when we entered. Where was it we entered? Don't want to shoot anyone by accident because we will die almost. Oh, I think this is the guy, isn't it? What we got? Ripper dogs. Okay. Okay, this is Commander Ezren. Ah, you must be the trader. It's hard to help us. Be warned, there's nothing of value here. The rest is in the safe. Wait a minute, I forgot. I told you that. So what's going to be? Are you going to watch me work, or are you going to help me? How can I help? As I am sure, Iskance has already told you, I'm working on a new Ripper dog breed, faster, stronger, and tougher, and still manageable. Well, if it's only if I could find capable helpers who don't whine when one of my little pinches his butt, sissies. So if you want to help, will you please collect my little one so that your predecessor just left them alone, the poor. Your task is easy. Go to each of the 4 cages. Each cage has a recall unit. Use it to call the cubs to the shelter, and then use the built-in scanner to examine them. Very simple. Affirmative. Okay. So we're ready to go. I think we can deal with this. I think this is one of the reasons why I didn't really want to rush into the mission. Right, so it says cage over there. I'm assuming that it's marking to the individual cages. Apologies that we'll be doing this in the dark as usual, which seems to be the standard way of this game. Right. At least I've got away from that roar of the ship. That was a bit loud. Okay, so we've got something there. It's 112. A spider nest. Okay. Um, okay. I don't want to go in off here. Pick the get kitted. I'm very painfully aware that it might be an ambush. Right, we got some. Yeah. So call the beasties first. The switch seems to be inside the cage. Okay. We got here. Use the health check switch. Okay, there's another switch just here. Okay, find cage number 2. Let's just throw out a general scan here. That's the abandoned base spider nest. What else have we got? There's something up here, but we'll do the missions first, and then we'll work our way round. So cage. Keep an eye out for drones. Oh yeah. Big thank you to the person who took the time to point out that when I set the game up, I made a bit of a mistake with the drone frequency. I actually set it to low instead of left it leaving it normal. But so we are now playing with the drone settings on normal. Gun again. Oh, go away. Anybody else here? Okay. They say, Commander, the shelter is damaged. I detect claw marks. The buttons are destroyed. Maybe the dogs are nearby. You should look around for a bit. Well, there's something here. Moons drive me crazy. Everything is moving. Everything is attacking you. Even if it's not moving, it could have sworn that it was my last watch. I saw a large planet or tree moving away from us in the thicket just a few meters away. Sergeant told me to get my eyes checked apart. The other guards are worried too. I think something is happening on the moon, but it won't end for us if we're not careful. Okay, close. There's no trace of, dang it. There's nothing we can do about this. Make me a note and move on to the next cage. So there's one switch here, but it is broken or not useful. Let's have a look round, just ping out just in case there's anything of interest here. Okay, not. So we're off to the next cage. Where is the next cage? Can't see now because of when I put the scent out the scan. I'm just going to wait for. I think that's the next cage just there, isn't it? So we're just going to on there. There it is. Sometimes the bike takes a little while to get started for some reason. Okay. Spider's nest. Flip over the top of that. Certainly don't want to stop on that just at the moment. And we'll just, in case there's something that's around that's. That's out. I need plant protein. A couple of those. Oh, it's yeah, harmless unless you shoot them. Yeah, it says, attention commander, a fight has been going on here not long. We should examine the victims. Okay. SF. We're getting a bit of meat from these. Go to cage number 4. Well, before we do that, we're just going to loot these. I know there's not much in the way of, but it gives us a bit more meat. I think that's it, isn't it? Right, we'll just deploy the, and we can turn that meat into to eat. 1, 2, 3. Kind of filling up a little bit. I can hear something. Okay. There's the other cages there. It's 280 meters. We got chitin. We got, yeah, everything is always filling up a little bit too much at the moment. I think we can use a bit of space on there. So we'll put the chainsaw on there, although we haven't really got anything to chainsaw in. Let that finish. Okay. Here's something. I want to go. That's good. Good. 92. Keep one of those from the get-go, so that we can keep better in than out, as they say. No point carrying it. Right, so we've got another cage up here. Up. Done. What? The dogs are attacking me. I think it's time to return to Commander Essen. Report our findings. You may not like what we've observed. Okay. Where's the outpost? Well, we got to get back to the outpost. Kind of half tempted to go all the way back and drop off some stuff, but I think we'll just head for the outpost. We'll just keep going with the mission at the moment. Oh, there's something just there. Right, we found a shack. Just going to check out this. Then it's on. Oh, we found the font of knowledge. If you're not sure what the font of knowledge is, the font of knowledge is where the key matrix to open the obelisks are. Just take a quick look around the shack. We've got the terminal in here. Okay, yep. System error, system error. Nothing else in here. What we got here? We got some seats. Nothing there. Okay, where's the font of knowledge? It is over there. We certainly want the font of knowledge, because that opens up the obelisks. All you got to do is walk up to it.
Taker detected. Configuration compatible. Imprint and access permission enabled. Key matrix generated.
Okay. We've now got a key matrix. This is something that you definitely don't want to lose. I think you can come back to the font and actually get another one, I think, but it's better not to lose it, because that opens up the obelisks. So technically now, if I remember correctly, unless this of course it's changed, we've now got the ability to travel to the other moons, but I want to stay on this one here. Oh, I had the impression that the last group were panicking, would have attacked anything that come near. Even so, what could possibly have scared them so much? Right, we're just going to come here. Okay, we'll just pick the bike up. We've got the wall. I suppose we got to talk to Essen again. I think he's around here, isn't it? Right. I've gone the wrong way again. Okay, we're just going to have to walk around till we find him. I don't want to fire at anything. Wait. If I hit the building, it might turn them hostile. Go away. There he is. Only a few survived. After all, we've been thinking along. However, the inclusion of the claw marks in the report, I've never seen anything like that here. I'll add that to the database. However, this world isn't without its danger. I'm not too worried, but apparently the animals need a little bit more training. Please come back when I've done with the formalities. Okay. So we've got a money card and we've got ourselves a little bit of a thing. So kind of very tempted to go back to base and offload. In fact, I think I will do that because I'm not sure what we're going to do. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to go back out. I'm going to travel back to the base or my camp, offload this stuff, and then see once I get to the obelisk. So here we are. We're just back at the obelisk. Mozzie flying around here as well. And what we're going to do is just offload the chitin fragments, the meat, cobalt. We've got alien organism. We kind of got mixed feelings on the money. Certainly back there. Kind of assault shotgun doesn't seem right. Maybe we'll give the assault shotgun a go. We're gonna have less kill power, but that's okay. Certainly want to unload that. Anti-radiation pills. We got these at the moment, so we don't really need that. Actually, put these in here. Put we've got quite a lot here. The milk isn't going to be much use, to be honest. Just use up some of that. Put the water in there, and the energy drink. Okay. Kind of tempted to keep the money with us, but we've only got that one trader, so maybe we'll just offload that. Now, while we're here, I'm going to show you the actual inside of the teleporter. Not the teleporter, the obelisk. If we get to the obelisk, go round and find the entrance. See, it now opens. It says, "Welcome, Masperon of the Ascension. Deepen your knowledge and face the test." Portal down here seems inactive. However, with emissions from active teleporters from the top. So what you do is you go up these stairs. I must admit, I never really liked these stairs, especially when you get to the top. And you get to the top, you land on this platform, and then at the top here, you've got the 4 teleporters. So you've got the teleporter to Ningus. One is to you've got the one to actually Masperon. We're already there, so if we press that, we go there. And then we've got the one to Skillion, and then of course we've got the one to Akua over here. Now I'm not going to go through any of them at the moment because that would just be a distraction, but it means we've now opened the obelisk and we can travel around. So what I'd like to do now is we're just going to go down here, back through there. You also notice that there's quite a lot of go up the blast door, and what right, I think I've got enough time to do what we've got to do. So am I on Akua? I'm not. So what we're going to do is go back to the base, so southeast. I'm just going to jump back on the bike. We're going to go back to the outpost and talk to our friend and see what he's got to say. So we're just going to go down here. Okay, here we are. We're back here now. You probably want to talk to us. So now the real fun begins. I have ordered the crew to build a training area where you can train and test skills for our animals. Go there first. I'll get back to you via the surveillance and give you instructions. Affirmative. So we've now got to go to a training ground. Is it tagged on here? There's training area over there. Okay. Right on the edge of the water. But we should be okay. So let's just get clear of the base on there. It's always that little sticky bit when you first get on the bike where it doesn't want to move. So we're just going to head for the training area over the base. Right, we've just reached level 12. One thing I've noticed is that there's like almost a kinetic effect with respect to when you run into things. If you hit them hard, the higher up in the sky you go. Okay, any hostiles around here? Go to the training area. There's do you copy? Good. Let's get going. Use the switch in the main control area to power up the system. Oh, okay. Open the gates. Where do we open the gates? Got a hatch thingy here. There's like kind of pedestal type thing here. Oh, the switch here. Okay. Ah, it says in. Now let's sharpen the animal's senses. Remember, observe. Do not interfere. Teleport in a test subject. How the heck do I teleport in a test subject? Remember to observe. Do not interfere otherwise. Use the switch to teleport in another object. Okay. So we got to hit the switch a second time. Repair. There's crap. The teleporter signal has been damaged in the fight. I'm afraid you have to go down and repair it. Yeah. Ah. Don't want to kill the doggies. They're friends. I don't like this shotgun. They're actually helping me a bit, actually. No. But the dogs are giving me a bit of an assist. Return to the outpost. We're just going to loot the bodies. Yeah, the shotgun. I think I panicked a little bit there as well. What have we got over here? Okay, we got some crawlers. Got some more getting stuff. Yeah, I mean the dogs gave us a good assist there actually. I've assumed that the ladder here is for if you can't get out. Okay, we've got to return to the outpost. I mean, it seems a bit shame that we got the assault shotgun, but it's actually weaker than the standard shotgun. So you got again. You seem to have to hit the back of this hoverbike to get on it. Right, let's just go talk to our friend again. So we're just gonna have to fly back forwards and just return. So we've actually got a message now. We don't have to try and remember everything. This is partly why I'm trying to do this mission in one go, because if I break it and don't do it, then I won't remember what we got to do, and then I'd have to watch my own videos to find out. Okay, we're back here. Off again. Pick the bike up. Can I deploy? I got. I deploy the. Put you there. Put that in there, and we'll just make some 1, 2, 3, 4 steaks. Perish time 5. Eat that. Okay, just go up here. Find our friend again. Probably come in the wrong way again. Oh no, there he is. It didn't quite go to plan. At least we got good training effect. Apparently some of the dangerous inhabitants of this moon have dug their way into the arena without noticing. That could Anyway, I have a few things to go over, Captain. Come back later, please. So we got another money card. Can I talk to him straight away? I don't really want to come back again. Good news, we have identified the attacking creatures. Apparently there are many more predators on the planet than we have in the data, but this is where we can start and better harden the next breeding line, specifically against the poisons we found, but we can also improve the resistance of the skin by doing this. Your task is to collect me samples of the worms, alien bugs that attacked our training facility and bring me some stingers of the mosquitoes. Well, I've probably got plenty of those. Okay. So we've got to gather 3 Z1R plasma from, and then we got chitin scales and stingers. That's no problem. We got piles of those. It's the Z1R, what we call it, is going to be the problem. And I think well, we have got one, but I can't. Is it? Oh, well, I know where it comes from. They come from our friends, the spitting bugs. Yeah, those bugs. So we got to find those. So we got everything we need except the spitting bugs. So I think what I'm going to do now, just to wind the video up, we're going to go back to the abandoned base. There. Where's the abandoned base there? Pick up some loot. Take back to our base. So that's what I'm going to do just to wind this video up. See the kinetic effect. Flew right across the top of the trees. So there are advantages in riding the wholesale into. Right, just in case there's a secondary spawner here. Right, just going to basically fill up the inventory now with anything we can get. Get that one. Yeah, we got that one done. The matrices. Grab all of that multi-charge, Sathium plates, glass, a couple of computers. Computers are always a good shot. Matrix. Anything? Oh, we've got another one over here. A little bit more Sathium. We probably won't be able to empty out the whole base because I don't think I went downstairs. We'll have a quick look. We got to get to there, which. Oh. Okay, what have we got in here? A pulse rifle. I mean, to get a projectile ammunition would be good for that. I'm just seeing if I can see a core. That is a. Oh yes, oh yes, yes. We are definitely cooking now. We got tier 2 multi-tool, and we've even got a multi-charge. That is a brilliant find. Oh, we got to go down there. Yep, that brings back memories. Down here, if we flip this switch, it opens up this. The core is down there. So, right, we'll just do the top area there. So we're gonna have to come back and do the core. I think we did that. Just have a quick look round, just make sure I emptied everything we could. We did the fridge, didn't we? And we just got a little bit more loot here. Yeah, we're gonna have to come back and check out the lower levels of the abandoned second multi-charge. Yes. Now we're cooking, guys. Okay, we're not going to carry much more. Sathium plates, I think I'm going to leave behind for the moment. Because we don't really have a lot of use for those at the moment. Because they're more... Things like this, the flux coil, are going to be far more important. And the capacitors. I think that's way down. We don't think there's anything up here. We'll take advantage of the shower. Empty these. Check. I mean, this is not a bad base if I really wanted a base. As I say, I'm not the world's greatest fan of bases and things. So, I mean, this, we could take this over. Nothing else up here. I mean, this would be a great source of general loot as well. Right, guys, I think this is where I'm going to call it for the video, because all I'm going to do now is make my way back to the obelisk here, offload. In the next part, we can either come back and take down this abandoned build. I think what I might do in the next part is do what I said at the beginning of the video. We'll look at the trying to get the silver shade light in or something like that. If we could get some neo, maybe there is an advantage. Yeah, I think we're going to come back here and do this outpost lower levels. It shouldn't be too bad, and what that might do is actually help us make some things. And of course, what we've also got to do is go looking for some alien buggy things as well, which is going to be fun. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the episode. Hope you found it interesting. And if you've got any other tips on this mission, I mean, did I do it correctly? Feel free to chuck it in the comments. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.